Welcome back to MadMods PC Modding. It's your boy Mikey, and today I'm going to share with you guys a series of events that happened in the past few weeks. So I was rolling with MSI and Nvdia for their Learning While Gaming with MSI and Nvdia. Now, surprisingly, I was invited to this series of talks which happened in 4 different universities. The first one was in the University of the East, and then we had De La Salle University, Technological University of the Philippines, and lastly was in iAcademy Nexus, which was a school in Makati. Now, there was a total of 6 speakers for the events. The first one was Hiro, who happens to be the community manager for GeForce or Nvidia GeForce Philippines. So we talked about the community, GeForce Community Philippines Facebook page. I think everyone in the Philippines who's into computers is aware of that group, where it helps newbies and people who are in the gaming world who happens to have some challenges. So the community as a whole helps out in resolving those questions or problems, whatever it may be. Then Will is with MSI Philippines. We talked about the power of MSI gaming notebooks and how it can benefit students or whoever is always on the road and requires a decent computing power that you can get from a mobile device. And then Studio H2O, or why am I saying H2O? Studio H2O, Wowie was there. Now they deal with a lot of videography and photography, and what they do is really cool because H2O stands, by the way, H2O again, H2O by the way, stands for from the high grounds to the oceans. So yeah, that's what they do. They carry around huge equipments and to process the images or the videos that they take underwater. I mean, really creatures underwater that you only see on television, say National Geographic Channel, stuff like that. They have to render those in a powerful mobile device, and they happen to use MSI notebooks. So they were there to share their experience that computers and gaming notebooks, they're not just for gaming. You can use them for something like that, productivity, stuff that they are really passionate about, taking pictures of things that we're not supposed to see, but with their passion and the love of their work, they're able to share it with everyone. And cheers to them. I enjoyed his talk a lot because it's something really new to me, because aside from everyone else, he's the only one that's in a different field, which is not gaming. So the next one is Darwell. He is also known as Asurai, Shoutcaster and streamer. He shared his experience, or I think he pointed out how it is for one person to make a career in the gaming industry. That is really cool because it's something that didn't exist like 10 years ago maybe, because our parents wouldn't allow us to spend all day in the computer, which is really normal because it's new to them. And eventually now, at this day and age, there are professional gamers, professional shoutcasters, and a lot of job titles in the gaming industry that didn't exist before. Talk about evolution. Now, another one is Rikku. He's a content creator, shoutcaster. She does a lot of things, really. And she also shared her story, how she got into the gaming industry, how she was able to build a career around it. And yes, she's very successful.
Content creators, they would probably tell you the same thing. I didn't expect this to blow up. I didn't expect to be a huge personality. I was just doing this for fun because I was having fun. It was my passion. You will hear a lot of stories.
And last person to talk in every event was me. your boy Mikey, talking about PC modding, how I got into this hobby, how I got inspired by other people who were in the hobby before me, and eventually this hobby turning into my career. But yeah, I shared all of those and some tips on building your own computers, because a lot of them, they haven't tried building their own computers yet. Well, I can understand they're still studying, and of course their school is on top of the priority list. But yeah, please do so. Include building your own PC into your bucket list, if you may, because it's something that's really cool, something that's really easy. It's easy to find resources online, easy to find me, ask questions on how you can approach your first PC build. Now, events like this really is important, because when I started out modding, I was at the tender age of 26, and I've been gaming like my whole teenage life, that I didn't know about PC modding. So the first time I laid eyes on it, I fell in love. I started doing my own. So for this kind of event to happen in schools and be able to share my passion to students, and mind you, they're not aware of PC modding. There were like 1, 2, 3 at most who are aware that there's this thing called PC modding going on, and that this is really important, because it helps us spread awareness that there's more to computers than gaming. You can modify a computer, and it doesn't improve performance like by a whole bunch. It does by a little, depending on your situation, but yeah, it's something that gives you a sort of fulfillment. That's what it gives me. So I'm able to do something artsy with my hands, and it's an avenue for me to showcase like what I currently feel, just like an artist who draws. Say I'm happy with a game that I just played, and I can translate that into a mod. And yeah, I'm very thankful for MSI and Nvdia for inviting me to your series of events. And MSI has been there for me since day one. They were they were the first company to ever trust me with my PC modding thing. So they were my first hardware sponsors. And yes, until this day, I'm very thankful. I'll never forget the first project that I ever did with you guys, which was Project Smoker. And yes, I guess I'm not gonna make this too long. I just want to thank you guys for thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to share my passion. And this is why I'm modding to begin with. I didn't know about this at the start, because I was just minding my own business, doing the thing that I love doing. But nowadays, I'd like to share my work. I would like to inspire people to do something similar to their computers, like mod it, if you will. But whatever it is that you're doing, just put your heart and soul into it, and one day you might be able to inspire others to be in that same thing that you're doing. And anything, so long as it's positive. Well, that's it. Thank you very much for listening to me blabber for about 8 or 9, 10 minutes. That's all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.